Hello everyone, welcome back to Teach Academy Maths. Today we'll be covering the first part, what is a quadratic equation, what are the types of roots we can find, how we can find them using different methods like the factorization method or the discriminant method, which is also known as the Sridharacharya method, and we can even use the nature of roots to find the roots of the equation. These are extremely important topics for your board exams, so make sure you watch till the end. So now let's begin. What is a quadratic equation? A quadratic equation is a polynomial equation of degree 2 and it is known as a quadratic equation. So the general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Note, the highest power must be exactly 2 and the coefficient of x square must be a non-zero number. Coming to an example, which of the following are quadratic equations? So we have to find which ones are quadratic equations and which ones are not. So the first one is a quadratic equation because it has the power of 2. The second one again is a quadratic equation because the power is 2. The third one is also a quadratic equation because it again has a power of 2 and the answer would be plus or minus 2. X plus 5 is equal to 0 is not because it does not have x square, so it cannot have 2 zeros. And x cube has 3 zeros, so it is again more than 2 zeros and hence it is not a quadratic equation. Coming to roots of the quadratic equation, the values of x that satisfy the quadratic equation are known as its roots or zeros. A quadratic equation has a maximum of 2 roots. So it can be 1 root, 2 roots or 0 roots too. So if alpha and beta are roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, then p of a is equal to 0 and p of b is equal to 0. So methods of finding roots, we have two methods in class 10 and we had already covered the first method in the chapter polynomials where factors are found using the middle term splitting formula, and today we will be recapping that formula and we'll also start quadratic formula. Factorization method, we write the equation in a standard form ax square plus bx plus c, then we split the middle term, factorize and equate it to each factor to 0 and then we solve for x. So an example, find roots of x square minus 5x plus 6. So this is again very easy question, so do solve it and let me know the answer in the comments below. In case you don't know how to solve it, go to chapter 2 of polynomials in the YouTube channel and check it out and learn how to solve it. Coming to the quadratic formula, for any quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, the roots are given by, first we identify a, b and c. So here the a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant term. Then we use the discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac. So once substituting the value in this to find d, we put it in the main formula, which is minus b plus or minus under root d, which we just found, and this is divided by 2a. Then we find both the roots, x1 which is equal to minus b plus root d by 2a and x2 would be minus b minus root d by 2a. Coming to an example, we'll be solving this question in class right now. So 2 is a here, b is 7 and c is 3. This is a very important part of solving such kind of questions. We have to first correctly identify a, b and c, and hence later we can easily solve the question. So b square minus 4 times 12. So this will give 1, and when you substitute the main formula, the Sridharacharya formula, you get it as root d, which we got as 1 by 2a. I always recommend writing the entire formula in the question because it hopefully gives you grace marks, the teacher, if they like it. Then later on you can substitute the values. So we have 7 plus or minus 1 by 2. Again this is going to give us 8 first if we do 7 plus 1 by 2, or it will give us 6 by 2 because 7 minus 1 by 2 is also a thing that can work. Then when you cancel these out, the final answers would be 4, 3. I usually preferred Sridharacharya method over factorization because it's much easier when you know the formula and you remember it. And in factorization you have to find each and every root. So I usually prefer this. So you can use this to solve any type of question unless they have specified that you have to use factorization. Coming to a PYQ, these are some PYQs which have this quadratic formula to be used. and it's very easy. These have come in 2024, 2023, 2023, 2022 and 2023. So these are very important questions and I hope you guys would solve it, as I'm leaving this for a homework question. So solve all 5 and let me know the answer in the comments below. Coming to nature of roots. For ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the expression d is equal to b square minus 4ac is known as a discriminant. In simple terms, d here is discriminant. The value of d tells us the roots of nature of roots without actually solving it. So the value of d can be equal to 0, greater than 0 or lesser than 0. So the nature of roots would depend on that. If the value of d is lesser than 0, then there would be no roots and the roots would be imaginary. If the value of d is greater than 0, then there would be 2 distinct real roots and we use the same formula. And if there are equal roots, 2 real equal roots, in the case of d equal to 0, we use this formula to find the roots, which is minus b by 2a. Coming to examples, find the discriminant of x square minus 3x plus 4 and state nature of roots. So what we have to do is, we first obviously identify a, b and c, which I have already done. Then we substitute the values. So d is equal to b square minus 4ac. So on substituting, we get minus 7. And we had learned that if d is lesser than 0, there would be no real roots and hence the nature of this roots are no real roots. Coming to example, find k if the equation k x square minus 2x plus 1 is has equal roots. So this is again a very simple question, as all we have to do is, as they have given equal roots, we see that d is equal to 0 in that case. So we equate this 0. So I've already done that. So when you equate it to 0, so this is the equation, and when we substitute into the discriminant formula, we get b square 4 minus 4 times ac, which is equal to 0. So when you take 4 to the other side, wait, this is a homework question, so do solve further this. Well, this was very easy, so I've almost solved till halfway and I'm going to leave the final answer to you guys. So do let me know what k is equal to. Coming to another PYQ homework question. If the roots of ax square plus bx plus c are real and equal, which relation is true? So I had already given the hint and d is equal to 0. So on substituting, we'll get the answer, and before that we have to find a, b and c. So do solve this, and this was also seen in CBSE paper 2024. So it's a very important question, so do not forget solving it. So solve it and let me know the answer in the comments below. Another homework question, find the discriminant of 4x square minus 5 is equal to 0 and comment on the nature of roots. This is again very easy and this was seen in CBSE 2023. I'll be giving you a hint actually. So find the discriminant. We use the discriminant formula. So b square, since we don't know, b is the coefficient of x and we don't have x, we have x square and the constant. So we let it as 0. And then we substitute the rest of the formula, b square minus 4 times 20. So this gets plus because we have a minus symbol. And I've already solved the question. So revise it after the class because this does not remain a homework question anymore. Coming to the next PYQ. This is also a very easy question and I had already given the hint for this. D is greater than 0 and this was seen in CBSE 2023. So I'm leaving this as a homework question again. So do solve it and let me know the answer in the comments below. So that brings us to the end of lecture 1 of quadratic equations. I hope today's lecture was useful for you. We had covered the roots of the equation, what a quadratic equation is, the nature of roots, basically using the discriminant formula, and all of those. I hope today's session was useful for you. Do like, share it with your friends who are also preparing for their board exams, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you and see you later. Bye-bye.